everybody, what is up? It is Dunbar Snackbar with MLB 13 the show, and here we go with Game 5 of the NLCS. We're up 3-1. This could be it. Now, we do know that the Detroit Tigers have been able to go ahead and beat the Seattle Mariners in the ALCS, so the Tigers have advanced to the World Series. Now, if I end up winning this game and advancing, which I do think with a 3-1 lead, I've got a really good chance of being able to advance to the World Series. But if I do it, it is a rematch of the last game. Now, you can see, really after Game 1, we've exploded. And we've kind of not only come back to full form, but I think we've been better in the last few games than any other time during the regular season. Which, for me, is perfect. Because you hear it's not just the best team who makes it to the World Series. It's the team who's on the best streak, too. So if we can, like, build this momentum, I tell you what, it's going to be tough for the Tigers to beat me. But, I don't know, we're, of course, going to focus on this game. I can't go ahead and figure World Series or anything like that. I still got to take this one game at a time. Dodgers, Braves, that's what matters right now. So in this game, we're going to be facing Clayton Kershaw. So you saw from a little bit ago that when we faced Kershaw last, it was a cakewalk, which was a big surprise. Kershaw during the regular season made it so that way I gave him a complete game shutout, which was not good. But here we go, starting the game off, Angelton Simmons with a hit to Matt Kemp in center field, but it's just a little hit, really nothing to get too excited about with that one, but that puts Simmons on first. Starting things off here in the first inning, that's good. Chris Johnson comes up next. Kershaw taking a while to get all set up here, but here I go, heading for second. The throw, not going to be in time, falls just short of Ricky Weeks. So after the bounce, he goes ahead and applies the tag, but Simmons already there. Put Simmons scoring position, and a great opportunity for Johnson to be able to go ahead and bring him home early on. Just takes a simple hit. Simmons has got enough speed where, unless it's right to the outfielder, I'll be getting home. But Johnson gets out, though. Justin Upton comes up to the plate next on the 1-0 count. Got to wait for Kershaw here. There we go. This one going deep into right field. It's still going. That's going to go ahead and bounce off the wall, but why is Hairston just sitting there watching it? All right, so Justin Upton with a triple. And Simmons, of course, comes home. That was odd. You know, I don't really think I have seen anything like that before where the computer hesitates for that long. Huh. Oh, well, I took advantage of it. I wonder if I had kept going with it and kept advancing, if I could have gotten an inside the park home run. There was that one play. Gosh, I can't remember if it was BJ or Justin Upton. It was early on in this series where I thought I had an inside the park home run, but it ended up being scored a triple. But, man, that was crazy. That would have been cool if we had a repeat of that, especially in the postseason. Weeks, swing and a miss on that changeup for strike 3. All right. So, get an early strikeout, too. Everything seems to be going good for us. We've got the 1-0 lead here in the third. Mark Ellis. Haven't seen him too often, but he's going to get the first hit of the game for the Dodgers. That was a good throw from B.J. Upton. But let's see if we can find a way to be able to get out of this one here. Maybe force something on the ground. Oh, I guess I really can't get a double play here. Kershaw is laying down the bunt. I might go for it anyway. Well, at least I got one out there. Kind of shows Kershaw. Anyway, so here's Jason Hayward now. Top of 4, still 1-0. This one going deep into center. Kemp keeps going back. He's at the wall just watching that one going over, knowing that there's nothing that he can do. Hayward has been the MVP of the postseason just with what he's been able to do with his bat. Wow, what a great postseason for Hayward. And that has been huge for me. All right, so that's going to make it, of course, 2-0 here. Agon coming up to the plate. I don't think I let you guys know that Mahalam is the starting pitcher for me. I'm sure you guys noticed it, as you saw that Ricky Weeks strikeout earlier. So this will have meant that I've gone through all of my starting pitchers here in the NLCS. Now, I was debating on going with Medlin in Game 4, and then I'd have Minor pitching today. But I don't know. I just felt with the momentum that I had, I didn't really want to go with that. Plus, I wanted to make sure that everybody had enough rest before we started the World Series. If, in fact, we make it there. So, if we end up winning this one, of course, we advance. If we lose, then I will go ahead and put Medlin in and then have Minor in games 6 and 7, respectively. Curveball works against Agon. So the changeup and the curve have both been 2 effective pitches already in this game. Matt Kemp now. First pitch of his at-bat. Mahalam's going to go with the 2-seam fastball. And he's going to get that one past Johnson over at third. Out to Justin Upton in left. So the base hit for Kemp does kind of worry me a little bit. But the good thing about all of this is it did take place with 2 outs. And so I was able to get out of that one pretty easily. Dodgers haven't been able to get too much going on. Me, on the other hand, with home runs like this, I'm loving how this is going. Now, I always do feel bad because I can't show everything that happens here in the full game. It usually takes about an hour and 15 minutes to be able to go through all of it, and I have to go ahead and cut it down to 15 minutes. So I've gotten a few other hits, but Kershaw's done a good job getting out of a couple jams himself. But McCann, wow, making it 3-0 here for us. Now here we go with Mahalam. You don't see this too often, but Mahalam with a pretty good base hit that goes into the gap in left center. Now, granted, it didn't have too much power behind it, but that goes ahead and it puts him on first. Mahalam and I think Minor, those 2 pitchers have just been ridiculous when it comes to hitting. Of course, nothing to get too excited about. It's not like these guys are hitting 400 or anything, but more hits than I would anticipate. That one, of course, goes into the gap. So that's going to put Mahalam over there at third. I got to get back over. Now I've got 2 runners in scoring position here. Chris Johnson getting a good double. Now Justin Upton. Again, coming out to the plate. He's had a great postseason as well. This one going in the left. Mahalam comes home. Johnson rounds third. The throw, really no attempt whatsoever by Mark Ellis. So that's a 2 RBI single for Justin Upton. Kershaw still in, but it's a 5-0 game. Mahalam has been absolutely ridiculous. The amount of strikeouts that he's been able to get, that's just been awesome. I think that's really been the key for us here, because with the strikeouts that Mahalam has been getting, that, of course, makes his confidence go up even higher and makes it tougher for the computer to go ahead and get any hits off of me. All right, so bottom of 6. Now, I don't know, kind of starting to worry a little bit here about how this is going to go, especially when I see back-to-back base hits. And Simmons, well, kind of unnecessarily diving for that one. But now the Dodgers have a runner in scoring position. Matt Kemp comes up. Got to be careful where I throw this. I don't want him to get a home run, but this one goes into right. Hayward gets underneath that to catch the lazy fly ball and end the inning. So, again, we get out of this. Mahalam laying down the bunt. At least that's what I want the computer to think. Another base hit for Mahalam. 2 today for the pitcher. You do not see that every day. No, I haven't had any home runs or anything like that from a pitcher this year, though. I missed that. When I had Carlos Zambrano, he was cranking home runs. All right, again, runners on first and second. So Mahalam is the man in scoring position. Simmons on first. Chris Johnson gets out, but we've got 2 outs and Justin Upton. again getting a chance to work his magic. But throw over to first. It's going to be an easy play. That's going to be it. Kershaw finally comes out. Capuano now coming in. So, Capuano, I know when we faced him earlier, we were able to go ahead and get a lot of hits off of him. So that might happen again right here. Jason Hayward with the base hit. Now, of course, with Hayward and his speed, you better believe that I'm not going to be content with him staying at first base. So, here I go with Freddie Freeman taking that step on towards second. Capuano has to know what's going on here. Now is right down the heart of the plate. I probably should have swung at that one, but I don't know. I might have fouled it back or done something to cause a double play. So even though it was down the heart of the plate, I will go ahead and I will sacrifice a pitch to be able to get an extra base without causing an out. But there I go, heading for third. I'm safe. So Hayward, 90 feet away, though I'm not able to bring him home. That was a disappointing inning for me offensively. Crawford is going to get walked. Mulholland starting to feel the pressure of being in the game for as long as he has been. Now, I haven't given up too many hits, so his pitch count is still really low, and he still has a lot of energy, but I do stress that you really start to see degradation in efficiency when you start getting to this point. So another base hit for the Dodgers, and I'm really starting to contemplate whether or not I should be going to the bullpen right now or wait to see how this unfolds. Agon with the 1-1 count. Runner still on first and second. That one goes to Freeman, who will turn around and sprint over to first to touch the bag. And that's it. Bottom of 9. Mulholland is still in. I'm going for the complete game shutout. Also because I want to give my bullpen a chance. Johnson charging that one. And we'll get Kemp out at first. Now I'm no longer worried really about how this game is going to end up. All right. But you never know. Still got to be careful about this. Ricky Weeks gets it over to Johnson. Another easy throw over at first. We are 1 out away from going to the World Series, everybody. 1 out. Now, just in case, I do have pitchers warming up in the bullpen right now. All right, Dodgers. They're going to be going to the bench here. Skip Schumacher. All right. Ooh, 150 for his batting average with a solo home run. All right. I'm feeling good about this. Now, everything else that I've been trying to throw except the fastballs, well, they're not too good to be throwing right now. So I'm going to have to do this with fastballs that really don't have that great of a velocity. I just got to be careful where I place it. Make sure I try and force something on the ground. That's why this two-seam fastball's coming in. Strike 2 as that one goes foul. All right, so it looks like he was a little above that one. So lefty versus lefty. The slider, swing and a miss. Braves, well, we're heading to the World Series. How cool is that? It's really crazy to think out of all the work that I've done, it's all come to the World Series. So everybody's celebrating. This is awesome to see. Believe me, there's like that emotional factor of like working to get to this point. We're not done yet. We got to face the Detroit Tigers in a rematch of this channel's World Series from last year, which I was able to win with the Tigers. So, do the Tigers win it again, back-to-back, or do the Braves end up winning this one? All right. So, thanks for watching, you guys. More of this to come later on, so make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But thanks again for watching, you guys. I sure do appreciate it. The World Series is coming up. As always, you guys, though, I hope you have a good one.